Hey there, Tim Kelly with another video to help you prepare for our upcoming workshop, The Source. Looking forward to spending the day together. This one is about asking good questions. Something I discovered after years of helping people develop their intuitive capacity was they kept saying, well, I want to know about this and how should I find out about that? And it was always very easy for me to say, oh, well, just ask it this, and to come up with questions very, very easily. And I realized that there's some interesting obstacles people have to asking questions of their intuition, especially if they start to perceive it as something that's wiser and better informed than they are. They can actually start to get intimidated by it and not want to bother it with minor things, which I think is very, very funny, actually. So a couple pieces of advice about asking your intuition questions, how to ask good questions, because the quality of the advice you're going to get from your intuition is going to depend in some part on the quality of the questions that you use when you ask it. So one is, my advice is to feel free to ask advice about anything. I will ask advice of my intuition about unfamiliar menus. What should I order? You can ask about anything. But I would say that most people's intuition is not equally good at answering questions on all topics. For example, I find that intuition does a better job of helping you with ambiguous situations involving people where you're having to come up with a strategy to deal with something complicated than it does, say, answering technical questions like math questions or physics questions or something like that. It doesn't seem to be its area of expertise. The other thing that intuition is really, really good at is anything having to do with your path, your growth and development, the manifestation of your purpose in life. That's a particular area that intuition is extraordinarily good at answering questions about. The last thing I'll say is that the way you word the question matters, and my suggestion is to use open-ended wording, like, what's your advice about this, as opposed to closed-end wording, like, is this a good answer or should I do A or B, right? Rather than giving your intuition a multiple choice test, give it a fill in the answers test, where you give it a topic and then invite it to advise you about that topic. That's when it seems to do its best. Great. Looking forward to spending the day together.